Which country can buy the world's most feared bomber B-21? Few countries can resist the allure of the US-built B-21 stealth bomber, and which countries would be potential buyers of the B-21? According to Military Watch, over the next half-century, the number of next-generation B-21 stealth bombers produced in the United States will outstrip any other Western bomber. Although the US has not previously exported strategic bombers, the possibility of exporting B-21 aircraft to allies has also been mentioned many times. The B-21 will replace the U.S. Air Force's B-1B and B-2 bombers in the 2030s. Currently, the production of a prototype of this aircraft has begun and is expected to fly for the first time. First in 2022. In addition to performing long-range nuclear strike missions, the B-21 is expected to play many important roles in other combat missions. Many reviews say that the B-21 will be the most dangerous military aircraft in the world, and its versatility will be very attractive to foreign customers, while the maintenance requirements and operating costs of the aircraft will also be much lower than previous American bombers. The unit price of the B-21 is expected to be 75% lower than its predecessor, the B-2, so many countries can afford the B-21. These may prompt the US to promote the B-21 to foreign markets. Some potential export customers of the B-21 include, the first is Australia, which is considered the most potential customer for the export of B-21 bombers and has begun to prepare for the US Air Force to send B-21 aircraft to the country. This, as an outpost close to Southeast Asia, Australia could provide the US with the ability to strike targets in the Asia-Pacific region. Australia used to be the only foreign customer of the medium-range bomber FB-111 built by the US. With advanced precision strike capabilities, the FB-111 is used as the main weapon to deter neighboring Indonesia. The purchase of the B-21 could become the successor to the FB-111 for similar deterrence missions, but it is clear that the B-21 will have a broader range of uses. By purchasing the B-21, the threat in northern Australia will be reduced. Along with that, the aircraft's range can hit targets in most of East Asia and Southeast Asia from domestic bases in Australia. In addition, Australia is also considering buying nuclear weapons, which will further increase the attractiveness of the B-21. After Australia is Israel. This small Middle Eastern country is one of only 9 countries with nuclear weapons in the world. If possessing the B-21, Israel will significantly increase its nuclear deterrence in the region. More importantly, the B-21 can carry heavy ground-penetrating bombs like the GBU-57, which Israel's existing fighters cannot carry, providing the country with a worthwhile alternative, more reliable for military strikes against targets like Iran. The GBU-57 equipped B-21 is the most effective means of striking Iran's heavily guarded nuclear facilities and underground missile bases, while Israel currently lacks the ability to penetrate the facilities. This is from the air. Israel also lacks military aircraft that can fly in Iranian airspace. Among Western and American military aircraft, only the B-21 is the most suitable for this mission. The F-35 and even the F-35-15 has no such range. In the past, Israel has also tried to extend its power to more distant places, including North Africa and even Pakistan, which makes the B-21 a very valuable weapon. In third place is Japan, when Japan began to change its defense policy to buy more weapons for offensive purposes, including missiles capable of conducting long-range precision attacks. It became a potential customer of the B-21 bomber. This aircraft will provide more options for Japan to attack targets in neighboring countries. Also, if Japan's B-21 squadron can well complement the US fighting force in East Asia and Japan can spend huge sums of money on procurement, this will bring benefits. Great for both countries. India is also a country that can hardly resist the attraction of the B-21. India has previously expressed an intention to purchase bombers for naval strike missions and was once considered a potential customer for the Russian Tu-22M medium bomber. India is currently equipping Tu-142 aircraft for anti-submarine warfare missions. The B-21 can be equipped with an LRASM, long-range anti-ship missile, along with its excellent stealth and powerful sensors, which will make it a very powerful bomber capable of carrying out missions. Anti-ship mission. With the possession of the B-21, India will have a formidable deterrent in the Indian Ocean. Currently, having deployed bombers in the Indian Ocean region and hoping that India will become a major export customer of US weapons, the prospect of India getting B-21 is not a good thing. Impossible. Finally, France. Among NATO member states, France has become the main strategic partner of the US and maintains the alliance's second strongest military power thanks to a significant advantage. It has always been seen as a major backer of the US offensive in Syria, and both countries have ground forces on Syrian territory. France has a history of using strategic bombers, the Dassault Mirage 4 from the Cold War era. Once the B-21 is deployed, it will not only allow France to exert greater pressure on Russia, but also help with missions in the Middle East, West Africa, and East Asia. The outposts on the Pacific Islands that the country acquired during the colonial period would be suitable locations for French bomber operations in East Asia. Although France is still heavily dependent on domestically produced weapons, it has little to no ability to develop its own stealth bomber. Therefore, importing B-21 from the US is one of the options worth considering of the French Ministry of Defense.